Okay, getting ready to do an experiment. We're going to do the Jerry's Irish Red Ale, but we're going to jack it up this time with Jack Daniels. So here we go. So we've got our grains in our bag here, and we're steeping them in some water. We'll steep them in here for about 30 minutes once it gets up to temperature. So here's the official name of it, Jerry's Jacked Irish Red. Okay, so we've finished our 30 minutes steep. We've removed the grains from the kettle, and now we're heating it up to a boil. So when we get up to 212 degrees at a rolling boil, we'll be right back. So while we're waiting for our water to come up to a boil, we've put our malt extract in some hot water just to kind of loosen it up so it's not as thick. And then once that comes up to a boil, we'll add it to our pot. And there's Corey. He can't wait to get into the jack. Okay, so now we're stirring the malt extract. We've removed the kettle from the heat while we'll do this so it doesn't scorch. And we're just pouring it into the pan now, and we're stirring it in. And then we'll return it back to the heat. Okay, so we're back to a boil with our wort. Okay, Dad, this one's for you. 1 ounce of Cascade hops.
All right.
Corey's first hop drop.
1 ounce of Cascade hops. There we go. Oh, a little bit more in there. There we go.
Okay, now we're going to add 1 ounce of Fuggles hops.
All right, 1 ounce of Fuggles hops going in.
And there'll be 2 minutes left in the boil on those. And then, as you can see, we've got our wort chiller in here. And then we'll cool our wort down to about 85 degrees. Okay, so our 1 hour boil is over. So we're going to turn our water on to cold. And we'll let that circulate and cool our wort down. We want to get her down to about 85 degrees. And currently, we are at 180. So we'll be back once we get her cooled down. All right, so we got our fermenting vessel sanitized. We're going to go ahead and dump the wort down in there. Go for it.
Dumping the wort.
We're at 77 degrees. So we're going to dump it in there, and then we'll take a hydrometer reading. Okay. For this kit, we're using Safelite US-05. We made a yeast starter with it. We put in a little bit of DME, and I've been letting that sit all day. It's been going for about 14 hours. So it should be good to pitch. Starting out, we're at 1046. So we should be good there. So we're going to go ahead and pitch our yeast. Go ahead and grab that. Take the tin foil off the top. We're going to pitch that yeast into there. Careful, there's the stir bar in there you don't want to dump in.
In here? Okay.
Yeah, just dump that in there and then try not to let the stir bar go in. Okay, then we're going to cover that with a lid and an airlock, and we're going to let it ferment for about 14 days. We'll be back at kegging time. At that time, we're going to add some Jack Daniels to it. So we'll see you at that point. Okay, so it's been 10 days on the Irish Ale. We're racking it down. As you can see, it's still pretty cloudy. This will help clear it out. You can see the krausen around the top there. Looks like a pretty good beer. It's got a nice color to it. It's been 10 days since we pitched the yeast, and we are down to 1023 now. So it's still fermenting a little bit, but we're going to rack it down into a carboy and let it sit for another week or so. Okay, just wanted to give you an update. Hey everyone, today we're here to keg up the Jerry's Jacked Up Irish Ale. We got the Jack Daniels ready to go. We got the keg all sanitized, and Corey here, he's going to rack it down for us. So we'll get the keg all ready to go and get our siphoning tube ready, and we'll siphon it down. Okay, go ahead for it. Pump it a couple times harder. There you go. Now you can set it down to the bottom. Okay. Okay, and off she goes. Okay, so for the Jack Daniels, we've got our beer in the keg here, 5 gallons of beer. We just did a rough calculation. We wanted to do about 1/4 of a fifth. So we come up with a calculation. Roughly, it's a cup. That's a little bit more than 1/4. That's where we're going to start, and then we'll taste it. Go ahead and add that.
All right, here we go.
Smells like Jack Daniels.
Hell yeah. All right, now I'm going to try to do this left-handed.
Okay, we're going to give that a stir up a little bit, and then we'll give it a sample. Just go ahead.
All right.
Okay, so we went ahead and tasted it after we added the 1 cup. It doesn't have quite enough flavor in it, so we're going to add another one. So we're going to go to 1/2 a fifth. We'll stir that in, and we'll sample that. Okay, so we added 2 cups, which is, it's looking like it's about 1/2 the fifth. We sampled it. We like where it's at right now. So we're going to go ahead and put the carbonation on it. We're going to let it carb up for a few days. We'll drink a glass then. And then we'll decide if we need to add some more, we will at that time. So we're just going to keg it up now, or put the lid on it, and we'll take it out and put it in the kegerator. Okay, we've got it down into the kegerator, and I've hooked the gas up to it. We'll just let it gas up for, probably a week or so. We're just going to let it gas up at serving temperature, so we'll just let it go for about a week.